So usually in the mornings I walk past a construction site. So this one morning I'm wearing a pair of heels, my black dress, you know, it's nice and tight. I'm looking good, I'm looking fresh, I'm smelling good, and I walk past the construction site, and like every morning these men, they start kind of like whistling, and the other one's like tss, 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 and then they come around me. This guy comes past me and he's like, hello, 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 hello lady, hello lady, and I was just like, oh my god, what's going on? Am I just being catcalled? So, have you been catcalled? Because catcalling is becoming a growing phenomenon, and most women have experienced it at least once in their lifetime. But it seems like it's becoming more common and more vulgar as the day goes past. So we decided to take to the streets of Cape Town and ask a couple of women to share their experiences with us.
Hello, Boda. Some guy just called me Boda. Like, thighs. High thighs.
I'm coming to university and I'm walking, and I was wearing like a flowy dress, and so I'm walking and there's a lot of wind that day, so I'm holding my dress down, and I'm walking and we pass like a construction site as usual, and the guy goes, don't hold it down, you know, just let it flow, you wore it for a reason.
I was 16 years old and I was going home, so there was this taxi driver who was waiting for his taxi to get full, and he catcalled me, and I was young, like, you know, 15, 16, and I just carried on walking, and then he got out of his taxi and he threatened me, and he was like, I'm gonna hit you with the stone because you didn't respond.
Yeah, I got so angry. Normally, I mean, that's not the first time somebody is like, it's like a common thing, like if you're wearing a skirt and it flies up, they're like, no, just leave it, let it flow, we want to see, you know, you wore it for a reason, blah, blah, blah. But that day I was so angry, I stopped and I'm like, who the f do you think you, am I allowed to swear?
Because I didn't greet back. Apparently I was disrespectful.
I was like, who do you think, oh, why do you think you can speak to me like that? But it feels so gross. Like I didn't wear it so that you can see my underwear. I wore it because I want to wear a dress, and it happens to be windy, and now I'm holding it down so it doesn't fly up.
And I was very scared, but luckily I stayed very close, so I just ran home, and that one stuck with me.
So, there's levels to this. There are different types of catcallers. Firstly, you'll get those guys who stand on the side of the road in the corner, and they usually come in groups and they'll scream things like, hello lekker, or how are you doing, or they'll whistle something. And then there's the taxi drivers. Then also, there's the odd guy, you know, he'll give you a look when you're walking down the street, or he'll say something, but there's a special kind of catcallers. Those are the construction workers. They never fail to say something absolutely vulgar.
So one day I was walking to work from the bus terminus, minding my own business. It was an early winter's morning, and it's normally that time of the day when all of the taxi drivers, they pull up and they drop the people off at the train station, and then everyone makes their way to work. And I was walking alone that day. Normally I'll walk with a friend, but that day I was alone, and this taxi pulled up right in front of me, and everyone got out, and then there was the taxi guard, and he was saying things like, "Oh girl, kom ek reis maar vir jou werk toe, let me drive you to work," and all of those things. And then I just didn't say anything. You know, in Cape Town it's the norm, you are quite used to that already, especially from the taxi guards, so I didn't say anything. But as I walked around to avoid this guy, he shouted back at me, "I'll sommer come in your mouth." And that was when I was like, what did this man just say to me? And I left it, you know, obviously not saying anything, because I feel like when you say something to those men, they are only energized. So I just continued walking, and I just felt so embarrassed because all these people were around me. Obviously they heard. I just feel like it's so demeaning to tell a woman something like that. I mean, who gives you the right?
Once when I was in Mowbray, I was going to the shop, and then I was coming back from the shop, and then this guy just started calling me. He was like, hey baby and stuff. And then I was like, okay, I'm actually getting annoyed with it, because usually I don't respond back, but I was like to him, can you actually stop calling me that, please? Like, stop calling me that. And then he started getting angry with me, and he started swearing at me, like he was amongst his friends. And then I was swearing back, and I was like, futsak nawe mundu wako, and all of that. And then he was like to me, no, actually you ugly and stuff. I was just calling you because I felt like it, but actually you are ugly and all of that. And then I just left the scene because I was like, this is actually too much. Like, it's actually ridiculous. Like,
have you had an experience like this? Feel free to share your story with us.
Bye.